as it should be. My awesome software is not working out as it should be. Let me just see, because where the there we go. Right. Now he's gotta die. Or do I just stun him?
It almost looks like you're dying.
I am dying. Oh god.
What's the DC for the Constitution saving throw?
Oh god, what is the constitution of the Constitution saving throw?
Go to Spellbook and just look at Cleric. What's the save DC?
18.
All right.
Fuck.
Mumble.
Just it.
Mumble saves against your stun. Stands there defiantly.
I shall meditate and then I will kill you after. I will find out what I'm gonna do with my voice. That's my turn.
On Tumble's turn, you see a you see a man dressed in completely black attire, almost like one of those ninja suits, kind of, like charge out of the bushes and start head straight to Tumble and take its tiny little arms and start dragging it back to the bushes. As you pay any attention to it, or this figure, the figure goes, "Shh, I'm not here." Mumble is going to try and have at the Relagor. No, sorry, Confucius. It's fighting Confucius.
Yep.
It crit misses. Okay. Let's see. Let's actually see. 6. It charges you, Confucius. Trying to... It like freezes in the air for just a moment before it charges up a punch aimed directly at your shell. As the punch connects, we see in gruesome detail as the tiny little fist crumples and like bones start to snap. We also see Mumble's face contort and its mouth falls completely open and it lets out a horrendous scream and then flies backwards 10 feet before falling to the ground. Fumble.
Crushed a rock.
On Fumble's turn, another one of these dark-dressed figures rushes to the scene and drags Fumble into the bushes, and also goes, "Shh." The Undying.
Well, it feels like they've defeated all three, so he'll just take a ready stance and wait for the next challenge.
Okay. Relagor, the pixie from under your foot has just been dragged away by some sort of figure dressed all in black.
Who the fuck was that?
You hear from the bushes, "Shh, I'm not here. Shh."
What What do you mean you're not fucking here?
You hear an even more distant shh.
I'll just stand there and hold my sword ready.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Confucius.
Yes. I'm dying.
Yes, I can see that.
Yes. It's probably
And Mumble's attacks were so horrendous that you're actually dying.
Yeah, I'm actually dying. There's no more enemies around me right now, right? There's a lot of right.
You're channeling your character.
Right round, baby, right round.
Yes. Oh. Take a breather. Light hair, I will do. Yes, I think I will go with the level. I have to wash my face, Ian, and I will be
Sure.
right back. That is my turn.
You're becoming Indian again.
I know. You hear that? I don't know how to do Japanese one, apparently.
What
Please
is the
come again.
nature of that attack against yourself? Did you gas yourself?
I don't know. Something happened. Look at my eye, dude. Oh my god, it's getting...
Go wash your eyes.
I shall.
Oh god.
Okay, lesson
All right.
learned. You cannot drink whiskey with your eyes.
What did
Clearly.
he do?
I think he spilled whiskey in his eyes.
I have a feeling that he splashed whiskey on his forehead and it dripped into his eye. Moron. Anyway, Tumble.
Sip.
On Tumble's turn, you see Tumble reappear on the branch of the tree. And Tumble goes, "Well fought!" On Mumble's turn, another person clad in black rushes to the scene and drags Mumble into the bushes. On Fumble's turn, Fumble reappears on the branch and promptly falls off. Fumble also goes, "Well fought," as it's falling. You are out of initiative.
Woohoo!
The challenge is very light.
You have vanquished the brave guardians of this pool.
Is that other one's hand okay? It looked very broken.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I look over to the Undying. I'm sure if I rub some dirt on it, it'll be perfectly fine.
Hmm. Well, what is the next challenge then?
The next challenge is for you to enter the pool and journey to the land of the four elements. Ooh. And it wiggles its fingers right beside its face. It says, ooh.
Then pray tell, what do you consider the four elements?
You'll never make it. The four elements, well, you'll see. It's pretty fun.
I hope they are the same as in our world. Life, death, feast, and food.
Tumble ponders for a moment, pressing a finger against its chin. I think it was something like that. Not sure.
It is good that you share the same philosophy.
I guess so. We're just the guardians. I'm Tumble. That's Fumble. And as as he says, fumble, you see Mumble reappear on the branch and go, "Moo."
His arm is in a cast.
It's not actually. It's perfectly healthy.
Well, we're about to enter the place where Confucius will feel happy at least. But you'll see the Undying just stands there, arms crossed, but starts flapping his wings and going backwards, hovering out over the water.
Okay.
Then just a backflip and just straight down.
Like a shark.
Flap my
All
wings
right.
harder, I can make a Sharknado.
You plunge into the still waters of this pool. And as soon as you become completely enveloped by the water around you, you feel the entire world around you go topsy-turvy. Where the surface of the water used to be is now the ground, and you are standing atop this very still pool of water. All around you, you see this very, very pristine, these very pristine fields, stepped fields for growing rice.
Reminds me of my childhood. You'll wait there and see if the others come through.
All right.
All right, Confucius, it's time for a little swim. I will immediately run and cannonball in with a backflip.
Okay. You cannonball in. You splash into the water and feel like you go very deep indeed. When the world around you suddenly roils and you find yourself basically in the cannonball shape on the ground, or like on top of the surface of a still pool of water.
I'll just. The fuck happened? The fuck happened there? And stand up.
You need to be open-minded, my young
You
friend.
can't hear me. You can't hear me.
You didn't
Okay.
go in yet.
Okay, sorry. I'm not even right here in this world.
What else is new? I'm assuming that
just-
Confucius will enter the. All right. How will you enter the pool?
By swan diving. Wait, enter the pool. Is that there's no water there now, huh?
There is water, yeah.
Okay, how deep is the water? Does it look deep enough to take a swim?
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
Confucius will go over to the pool. We will do a little like this. He will spread his arms. He will jump down in a perfectly magnificent swan dive, but then when his shell hits the water surface, it's like when you throw a glass with his face down, like this on the water. You get all this oxygen in there, or the air, and just a boom, and he will bob right back up. But he has been practicing since he was a child, so one day it will happen. Persistence is key.
You bob up and down like a fishing tackle, I guess, for a little bit.
Yes. and
Before
actually, his face will be downward, so you can see his legs. You can see the disappointment in his legs. It will be like this, and then just.
All right. After a little while, you feel yourself being sucked underwater. Something is helping you reach the bottom of this pool of water. And as soon as you reach, or as soon as you are completely submerged, you feel the world go crazy around you and flip upside down. And you are standing atop the surface of a very still pool of water, with water cascading from within your shell.
Ascension. Relgar. What are you doing? Can I see him now? I
Yes, you
Relgar.
can now all see each other.
Cool. We are just gonna have to be very open-minded, Relgar. Lelgor.
Aye.
Lelgor. Are you afraid? Do not be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
It is very normal to be afraid. Let the mind flow like the water we are currently standing on.
But
It
the
is
water
all
is
part
not
of
flowing.
Chi and Cha. Yin and Yang.
But the
God
water is
damn it.
not flowing
No.
at all. It is standing still.
Well, that is kind of like the end point of my I have nothing. Do any of you have a link?
Yes, I have my life's philosophy. Move forward until you face the end.
A link. Do you have a link?
You're standing on water.
I do not trust things that fish are peeing in. It is unsanitary. You
What
are
do you
bird.
trust?
You should know. You are filthy. Filthy, filthy.
Well, yes, but I have the advantage of pooping from above.
Exactly. My shell has been turtle waxed so many times because of you and your kind. You are filthy.
Perhaps you shouldn't present such a tantalizing target to hit.
My mother always say, be proud of your shell or go to hell. I have been really, really happy with my shell, even after I was 50 years old. The fact that your kind is always shitting on me.
Well, that explains the pattern on your shell, Confucius.
Lelgo. Did not ask you on this subject, okay? Okay? Okay. Let me explain to the world. I'm getting Indian again. Why is not okay.
Just go with it. Just go with it at this point.
Yeah, fuck. He's Indian. I'm explaining to world it's not okay to shit on shell. I think I'm actually better at Indian.
Please say, please come again. In that
Please
voice.
come again. Thank you.
Yep,
Please come again.
Definitely Indian.
But you do not know. No, what the fuck is that? No, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna be Indian.
As the turtle is rambling, you just see the Undying just turns slightly sideways, so he's directly diagonal with him, starts leaning over, and then just leg lifting straight up.
Are you fucking meditating when I'm talking to you?
I could probably hit you from here.
I have no doubt. It is very, very, very unwise to keep meditating while people talking to you.
But you are disrupting my philosophy. It's time to move forward.
You disrupting
So just start hopping on one leg, just hopping.
You're disrupting the pattern of my shell. Even Relgo saw that. Oh God, I'm disgusting. Don't
Oh,
look
wow.
at me.
Everybody look at Sep.
The Undying, you seem to be presenting yourself a little bit too much here.
Yes. The opportunity strikes only once. You'll start walking normally again. No, you have missed your opportunity.
Is he talking about his balls?
As you start moving away from the pool of water, you see the clouds above parting, and beyond you see a massive structure making its way across the sky, zigzagging and forming little knots before continuing in other directions again. It crisscrosses the sky as far as you can see from horizon to horizon, and you note that it looks amazingly much like in some of the artwork you have seen in Shaolong, representing these long dragons.
I know exactly what you mean.
If you've
Thanks.
seen Dragon Ball Z, you will know exactly what I mean.
No, I have not. But there's a good picture.
What's das?
The
Yep,
Dragon
that's
Bridge.
actually pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah.
The Dragon Sky Bridge.
Let's look for the head. Or the butt.
So, you are in the middle of these rice paddies that stretch all around you. You see in the far distance these tall mountains which rise out of the earth, almost like straight up, sheer walls in a circular, like pillar shape, before being topped off with a rounded top and some trees flourishing on the top of these mountains. You see little canyons and ravines forming between these mountains.
This is interesting. They said we would be facing or going to the four elements. Perhaps that is wind, and over there is rock. But where
Is
is
that-
water? And where there's fire?
I'll point down. I'll just point down. I found water.
Yes, but is it the right water?
So, what do you wish to do?
I don't know
Zip.
now if we will have to face all these challenges by ourselves, but I will feel most comfortable with the one in the sky. Do you know how to fly?
I can jump reasonably high. Not so much fly though.
Have you tried running?
That may work.
You just have to run and then miss the ground.
The wisest of words.
Could you technically do that with the monk running thing? I don't think it says that you fall at the end of your turn. Let's see what it says.
How high up is it?
What, the Dragon Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, well, several thousand feet. At least. Maybe 10,000 feet.
How many turns do you think that would take at a sprint?
You'd be sprinting for a while.
Alas.
Yep.
I
On a
don't think
vertical surface
the
or liquid.
I don't think the air counts as a vertical surface.
Nope. Unfortunately, air is a gas.
And a turtle makes gas.
Yes, that as well.
Well, then let us proceed to the mountains.
All right.
Yep.
You start heading towards the mountains, crossing these farms on your way towards them.
Is the rice grass tall, or is it still budding?
It's still budding.
The Undying will make sure not to step in them, trying to not step on something you shouldn't. Food is important,
All right.
even though none of us eat.
Well,
Food
yeah.
is important for other people.
How about the rest of you? Are you stomping on the rice or not?
I'll follow the Undying's lead on that one.
All right.
So will Confucius.
Confucius will probably find it harder since I'm drunk all the time.
Yes.
Well, Confucius would also know that rice is a key component in creating sake, alcohol he probably enjoys highly, so he
Yeah.
probably wouldn't want to destroy it.
God damn it, you have me on damn it. it's like torment nature. God damn it. Fuck it. I have a lot of he also knows that rice is like everywhere. So shall we go?
All right. You have reached roughly halfway across the rice field. When you when you see from the corner of your eyes a sudden flash of light, and you see 4 figures standing on the opposite side of the rice field that you are crossing. They are all dressed in these gray robes and have these ridiculously oversized straw hats which come to a peak and then fall down over their heads, reaching almost all the way to their shoulders. They appear in a flash of light, and a sound of thunder emanates across this field.
More challenges for the Undying Lotus.
Do you think they'll teach us how to do that? Those hats also seem to get in the way.
You also note that there is like what seems to be smoke billowing out from underneath these straw hats.
I don't know. I think I'll call dibs on that hat. I'll point to the second guy.
The figures begin moving towards you, basically walking on water.
That is a cool trick.
I will dash towards them and activate Hour of Reaping.
Okay.
Hopefully before or once the other two are out of reach of it.
Okay. Sure. You let's see. Is creature within 30 feet of you that can see you. So you're gonna get really close to them?
Yeah,
Alright.
straight up in their face.
Sounds good. As soon as you start dashing, the 4 of them stop, and all of them tilt their heads back at the same time, looking from underneath the rim of their hats, giving you a look like, hold on. Let's see if I can do it.
Gerard.
And you also see like smoke billowing out. And all of them have at their lip and these brown sticks, it seems, with a burning tip. It appears to be a roll of some kind.
Some kind of leaves rolled up in the
Some sort of leaves.
Excellent.
Let's see. Wisdom saving throws.
DC is
1,
19.
2. All right. One of them saves. So 3 of them stand where they are, and the last one takes a step towards you, coming to meet you on this field.
Your challenge is accepted. Divert course just straight for him.
Perfect. Roll initiative. Now you're rolling a little better on the initiative.
I rolled pretty nice on that initiative.
You know, I should have made a kung fu fighting with 2 axes.
Let's see.
Yes, I'm just a little birdie too.
Birdie, birdie, birdie.
And call me
Tiger,
Betty.
tiger, tiger, tiger. All right. Let's see.
Next thing you know, we'll kick a baby off a cliff.
Where am I? There it is. That's 19, 11, 7, and 24. Oh, that's actually really good. The one that succeeded the saving throw is the first to go. So, this mysterious, silent, smoking monk approaches you in the middle of this field and does this very elaborate preparation dance almost in place before lunging towards you. Let's see. Okay.
That's bad, huh?
Oh, these are. I need to actually write these down. So, one attack, 19, a 28, a 12, and a 17.
28 hits.
That's the only one.
Armor class of 20.
Yep. Mm. All right. It causes uh 8 bludgeoning damage. And in case of resistances, these count as magical weapons.
Not sure any of us have any kind of resistances like that.
Yep, just making sure. I am also going to put this on.
In fact, none of us even wear armor, and none of us have resistances towards weapon-based stuff.
Yep.
No.
So, this dude just walks up to you and basically punches the air in front of you. In the middle of this flurry, one of the punches actually lands, tapping you almost gently. Ralgor.
I will see. I will just watch as the Undying runs off ahead. The other three just stop, and the one comes to fight him. And
I
I'll
think they
just
look terrified of him.
and I'll just respect the fight that's going on between those two. Draw my sword, point it at one of the other two, one of the other three.
All right.
And gesture for them to fight me.
All right. The first one, roll an 8. The one on the far left begins to circle around, moving towards the side and towards more open area, locking eyes with you, Ralgor,
Okay.
and taking a low stance, preparing to fight. Confucius.
Oh god, I had some awesome thing to say, but it kind of gets lost in translation when it's Indian. Fisticuffs it is, because I'm standing basically in the midst again, right?
You're in the back now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep,
Fuck
listen
you,
back.
charged alone, bastard.
Yep.
Yeah,
I also
go.
challenged one and moved forward toward to meet them. So
No, me too. I'm just gonna move forward. How far ahead are they?
What is actually your movement speed at this point?
60, because I'm a turtle.
60.
60? A dash would be 120.
Yeah.
Alright. They are, what is it? About 150 feet away from you before you start moving.
How convenient. Yeah, okay. I'll just do a little dash. I will
Basically.
kill you when I get there. That's my turn.
Alright. The Undying What are you cracking about?
This is probably a bad idea.
Every time I hear like Sep's character voice and also the mental image of a turtle running at 120 feet.
And he's not breaking the surface of the water, he's skipping along the top of it.
Yep. It's a turtle and hare race.
It is literally like a skipping stone.
I want to grapple this guy,
Alright.
which is not my forte, but we'll try.
Let's see.
That. I think I might have something for that. Do I?
Do you?
No, only against saving throws, not ability checks. Fuck.
Alright. So, let's see.
A double
Acrobatics.
crit fail, huh?
Well, it rolls a 27. You try and grab this dude. He just blows some of this very herbal smelling smoke right in front of your face. Or right into your face. And he doesn't even really move. He just like leans away.
Very well. I'm guessing that took my action.
Yes.
Aha, but you see, it was all a feint. I will spend a key point to disengage,
Okay.
and I'll shoot straight up in the air, 80 feet.
All right. Sounds good.
That's my turn.
All right. The second one follows you with his gaze as you leave and fly up into the air. This guy just tilts his head back and stares at you with that very strange look. The third one circles around on the other side of where you once stood, locking eyes with Confucius, and basically preparing himself for a fight as well. The fourth one, which is the one that you've been engaging. Let's see. Let's see. You're 80 feet above. All right.
I have a regular flying speed of 80.
Yeah. There. Who? Oh, there actually is something. Actually, that's not gonna reach. What is he trying to show? The fourth one just stands there, crossing his hands behind his back and looking up at you, just kind of waiting. Rogor.
I will move in to attack
All right.
using the flat of my sword.
Okay.
So I'll make the
As soon as you get within range. this dude tries to punch you in the face.
Miss.
He whiffs horribly.
I just as I'll just draw like that and hit him with the flat of the blade across the.
Yeah. This guy
chest.
actually manages to almost topple himself over as he lunges forward. Make your attack. Or attacks.
And I'm not going to use a key point.
26, 29, 24. Alright.
Remember your AC buff?
What's the AC buff do?
As long as you attack with your weapon and punch, you gain a +2 AC
So-
until the next turn.
So I'm at 20 AC then.
Yep.
Good.
Alright.
hmm.
So you slap him twice with the flat of your sword,
Yep.
and then punch him for good measure. In this flurry of motion.
With the punch. Stunning strike.
Alright.
I'll give you the DC.
Let's see.
Alright.
Jesus
17.
Christ.
Oh,
He crit fails. He is now like. He is standing there wobbling. You see little stars spinning around his head or his giant hat. And you hear from the ether a voice go, "Finish him."
You can, remember.
what?
You can.
Is his name Raiju or something?
You have the
You suddenly
the
see
death
a
strike thing.
Yeah, Death Strike. Have that.
developer's face pop out from the bottom right corner and go woohoo, and then disappear again. Anything you would like to do? I guess not. Or yes, or no.
You spend a key
Mm,
point.
going
It-
once,
It relies on
going
having
twice.
hit.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Times. Right.
For a night. I just realised that was also macroed already.
Yeah, there's those are two things in one macro.
Yeah, it's the Death
Uh,
Strike part.
Yeah, the death strike part.
So I'm 9.
Okay.
So basically, you've already slapped him twice, and then you just wait there, and suddenly just on his face extra.
Yeah. Very anime.
I just slice his beard off for 9 damage.
No, his
See.
cigar or cigarillo, it just suddenly just falls into two.
Yep. No, it doesn't fall into. It splits down the middle, right up to his lip.
All right. And the first one was the one that you just stunned. It is still stunned. Yep, until the end of your next turn. Confucius.
Well, he can still do things. No, he can't.
Who, me? Aren't I like 30 feet away?
You
Yeah,
have
you need to
a
close the
movement
distance.
speed of 60.
Yeah, so I move in and I fisticuff the shit out of him.
All right.
Yeah, but who? Where the 1, 2, 3, or 4?
God damn it, you're making this so hard on me. The closest one. Which weirdo is closest?
The third one was moving towards you.
Then I shall take number 3. I told you
Sure.
I'll get to you.
He tries to punch you as soon as you get in range. And he's 16.
Well, fuck him. 16
Holy
for...
shit.
Well, 16 against 17, flat AC. So
That is too much damage for me to count in my head.
7, 18, plus 19.
8.
It's 34.
All right.
All of this was looking like... It looks like Naruto just ascended. Just...
Considering you're a drunken master, you're running towards him, and you see he's going to try to punch high, so you just slide back on your shell, and just as you go under it, just
Or I just tripped.
In the sack.
I tripped and he gets me and his shell just...
You're on your shell.
Yeah,
You
and I
just take out his-
slide.
Take out his legs in a spin.
In an
Agent art of
uncontrollable
alcohol.
spin, right under or right in between his legs, slamming straight through.
Hey, Sap, can you get the Beyblade theme?
The what?
The Beyblade theme just for your attacks.
Oh. God, I should have had a little YouTube thingy. I need a stream deck.
The Undying.
The Undying shall commence swooping down upon the guy straight below.
All right.
As soon as he is within 20 feet.
All right.
you'll hear
Well,
two
as soon as you are within 30 feet,
Ooh.
he whips his arm out towards you, and you see this coursing whip of water extend from the rice paddy at his feet and extend towards you. It is another one of these. Ooh, crit.
Nice.
Finally, something happens. So that is 13 slashing damage. And actually bludgeoning damage.
Don't you mean splashing?
And you must make a dexterity saving throw. Hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. Even though the water splashes against you, you deftly dodge out of the way of most of this water whip. Let's see. You only take and half of that.
10.
Oh, this is in addition to the
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
But is it a save for half effect?
Yes.
I take no damage.
All right. Then you take no damage.
Yes. It's called evasion. So, mid swooping dive, the initial lash strikes him in the face, but he quickly ducks sideways, twirls with wings. 2 daggers come flying out as he 3-point landing next to the guy. Let's see if the darts hit. They will hit at the exact same time as he lands.
You actually take 2 extra damage because I forgot that was a crit. That was part of the normal damage. That's first one's a crit miss. Your dart sinks into the water You only see the ripples as it goes in. The second one hits for 8 piercing damage. All right.
And of course, he is in 3-point landing, and so I don't have more movement speed to get up.
All right. The second one is going to continue watching the fray for the time being. The third one is fighting Confucius and will. You see him for a moment recoil and then turn to face you again, basically buffing himself up. You see the chi radiating through him as he launches into another flurry of blows. This will be a 24, a 21, a 16, a 12, and a 19, 27.
Jesus. Okay, so he hit me 4 times.
4 times.
6. Rolled 6 attacks.
Yes.
They probably have multi-attack.
So that is
4 of them hit.
You're taking a pounding.
I turn around for a reaction of Fart of the Enlightenment.
So that is 4d10. And then, yeah. Take a total of 52 damage.
Holy shit.
Damn.
I should point out, Sep, that I probably should be guiding you on things you could do, but I don't remember yours as well as the other.
So,
It's okay.
so this guy turns around. You see these little puffs of smoke escape from underneath the huge straw hat. He then tilts his head back and gives you that stare again, the look. And then he starts just beating down on your shell. You hear this like cracking and crunching sound and feel it to your very core as this guy like just he exercises perfect punching against your tortoise shell.
You hear this sound from after the crack, you hear this. And so Confucius just looks down in the shell and just, "You fucker! That picture was just hung up and now it fell down and I can't find it! How am I supposed to get the picture if I look it down?"
Weirdo 4.
Do one on fighting? No, I'm like
Oh,
fighting one.
that's Weirdo 4 is fighting the Undying. He will walk up since you are still on the ground and try to attack you. A 29, a 17, a 22, and a 13.
2 hits.
All right. So that is 10 plus 10. 24 bludgeoning damage. As another flurry of punches comes at the... There's even a spin kick in there, but he misses that one.
Superb.
Relgar.
How badly beaten is Weirdo 1
Weirdo 1
when I'm fighting?
is not even bloodied yet.
Okay. Wow, I'm actually rolling low now.
18, 16, 25.
Spend 2 key points. Wow. Wow. Crit for an additional 0 damage.
How? You
He's
know?
not filled in the crit field.
Yeah, you haven't filled in the crit damage. So
Oh,
roll
nice.
a 1d8. We'll add
I've
that.
not rolled.
It's D10. Yeah, no, it's D8. No, wait, no. You're supposed to be rolling D10s.
I'm rolling d8s.
You're supposed to roll D10s. Because your weapon and fist doesn't give a fuck about the actual stats. They're supposed to follow the monk stats, which is there's a table at the top of the monk class. And all of us currently do D10s.
Okay, well, I've been rolling d8s this entire time.
My bad.
Leave it as is just now, and I'll just roll the crit. For 2.
That goes for you too, Sep.
Well, ace
I will also
2.
do the Kensei Blade and the thing that lets me do the 4th attack thing.
Alright. Okay. Wow. You have caused him 69 points of damage. Giggity.
Giggity.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can I stunning strike him again?
Only let's see.
On a hit, right? What's the phrasing?
Yeah, on a hit. It's not a reaction or anything. It's just if you hit, you can also
Oh,
apply
use that as well. Apply that as well. Again. The 17.
Alrighty.
17.
That is...
He succeeds! And that's me.
Alrighty. Weirdo 1.
For now, my AC counts as 20.
Okay. Weirdo 1 is the one fighting Relgor, and he will have some fun punching in your general direction.
He will actually get to fight back.
Yeah, finally. That is 1, 2, 3, and
Crit.
4.
Wow.
All 4 hit.
Wow. All right. That is then 5d10?
Yeah, that would be 5.
Yep. 58 points of bludgeoning damage. As this series of 3 blows punch you directly in the chest, and he then promptly takes a single step back from you and roundhouse kicks you in the face, just for good measure.
Just rearrange my jaw.
Yeah, he then looks at you from underneath the hat with the look.
You might need a new cigarette, pal.
Confucius.
I'm just gonna keep trying to kill the motherfucker that's trying to kill me. I'm not gonna say anything until I know how to kill him. Oh god.
1927.
This is not this round.
Well, the 27 does something. All right. Anything else you would like to do?
Ah, fuck it. How many key points do we have?
18.
18.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
You're also gonna stunning strike with that. All right. 19. He saves as well. The Undying.
Shall oblige the fisticuffs. That is a hit, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt the stunning strike on the first. So another save.
All right. Let's see. A 17.
Ah, he is
That would
stunned,
be a fail.
which means I have now advantage on my next 3 attacks, as I shall spend a key point for flurry.
How dare you think of strategies and tactics?
I've forgotten how the stunned effect worked. Okay, sorry.
A 26, 28, and a 26. All hit. That is then. All right. That's
51
a
points of
nice.
damage.
Yeah. That's a nice amount. Almost got him, boys.
Good evening.
That's probably like a quarter of his health, I guess.
Anything else?
It's 1/15th.
Nope.
All right. Weirdo 2 is still standing back. He actually takes several paces backward just to make sure he doesn't get involved in the fight.
Even accidentally.
Yes.
You
He
fucking
seems to
bloody
be happy
honorable.
puffing on his herbal roll and just enjoying life. Weirdo 3 against Confucius. That damn name.
You could have
Yeah.
gone with Kung Fury, but you didn't.
Nope. He's not a true survivor.
No laser raptors for him.
Nope, not yet. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Again! Wow!
All right. So I think those hit for 49 points of bludgeoning damage against you, Confucius. You're not quite down.
Well, it's not fucking far from it either. I haven't been this far down on Silic ever, I think.
There's a joke about you not going that far down with anyone in your life, but I'm not gonna make it. With a 4 against the Undying, will also just
Do
take his
nothing.
normal normal punches.
He is
Actually,
stunned.
no, he's stunned. Yeah, he ain't doing shit. He's standing there. You see little stars going in circles around his head. Yep. Again, a developer's image flashes on the bottom of the screen. Woohoo! Relgar. $24, 27, 19.
There's a mess.
Ooh, let's see. 12. And let's see. Whew. Roll a 1d100. $59. All right. This guy wobbles in front of you. You actually knock the hat off his head and see a balding spot on the top of his head. However, he is still standing as it happens.
I take it the hat's still in the air.
Yes. It's like very slowly moving through the air, spinning. With the way it's spinning, it's actually keeping all of the smoke still inside. I'm assuming nothing else.
I'll attempt to stunning strike him again.
All right. Well, he succeeds. Just saying.
That's it.
We're the one guy that's attacking you. Actually, he is going to. Interesting. Very interesting. He is going to try and snatch his hat out of the air. He leaps up.
Can I contest it?
You don't have to.
He fails miserably, apparently.
He doesn't fail miserably. He rolled a 12, but still. Yeah, he jumps up in the air trying to snatch it. Instead of catching it, the hat only like stumbles further away from him, heading straight down towards the rice paddy. And as he comes back down, he looks directly at you, Relgor, and then places his fist against his open palm and bows his head to you.
I'll bow back.
All right. Confucius.
Since we're
Before
on
I
the same
die.
turn, free action and speech.
Sure.
You require resistance, Shelled One.
I do not know. I am panicking. Also, you are a bird. Oh my god, that attack. I do think yes. He will just look at him with panic in his eyes. Yes. So. Oh, fuck it. We're gonna try that.
I
last
do
one
enjoy
too.
how you're not actually using your chi points.
I know. I'm gonna use that
Oh,
one
well.
thing again. Hey, stop trying to deflect. Trying to find
Can actually do an extra attack and stunning strike with your key points.
I'm gonna use an extra attack and stunning strike with my key points.
2.
I'm gonna spend a key point. Do 2 stunning. God damn it.
No,
Oh,
just 1 extra attack.
God damn it. One of them, and then stunning strike. I have never played a monk.
Neither have I.
By the way,
They
the
are
reason
fun, though.
I did Stunning a
They are.
Strike early in my Rumbo combo is because if
Don't
you
tell
land
them.
it, I need to because they probably won't figure it out.
I figured
That's
that
what
out
I'm
already.
focused on.
If you do land a Stunning Strike early in your combo, all your subsequent attacks have advantage. Meaning you could have had 4 hits there, Sep.
There's also that slight little thing in my character as well. You know, built-in sneak attack. Which I can't quite remember how it works, so...
So
How many crits are you
This-
going to have, T.O.? Jesus!
What the fuck? I think it's just rolling 20 plus 5.
I'm not sure, but I think we should transfer a Charlatan campaign into this one. Just saying.
That's okay, we'll keep our characters, right?
Sure.
Do we get to keep our Shardland characters, but they magically become level 18?
Sure. I mean,
You heard it on stream, guys.
if I keep rolling crits like this, then sure. The Undying.
How far away is Confucius?
Confucius is 30 to 40 feet away from you.
So, since the guy is currently stunned and I'm fighting, with one mighty swoop of wings, I will fly over to Confucius's foe. And I will simply place a hand on him. And he... Yes. Not on Confucius, on the foe.
Damn it.
And I will spend... How many points do I have left? 13. Okay, fine. I'll spend 10, all full 10 of my key points to maximize a touch of the long death, which is a such and this. You should probably be aware, I suppose, of what touch of long death does. There we go. That's so con save for half.
All right. Let's see.
Hopefully the guy just sees me as I lay a hand on him. He just sees everything turns dim and there's just a shadow looming, some gigantic shadow looming over behind me.
Looks like a crow.
I'm really hoping this is going to be a crit again.
No!
Oh, it was a
It's
crit,
one
alright.
sort of a crit.
Wow.
Let's see.
So yeah, 92 necrotic damage.
D4 damage from previous, then the 92. Whoa. All right. Okay. Explain to us how this guy dies.
So he's, as the touch happens, he just sees the shadow of death just embracing him, and then, but we see him doing that weird look that he does. But as he keeps looking, he just looks further and further up and just falls backwards. And then you zoom in camera on that little cigarette thing they have, and it just stuffs out. Just
Yeah. There's this very elegant looking wisp of smoke that trails off.
and it trails off directly into my palm as I gain 23 temporary HP.
All right. Is that everything for you?
Yes, and then I'll
Okay.
just look over to Confucius. You are welcome.
Weirdo 2 uncrosses his hands from behind his back and looks directly towards you, Undying and Confucius, and begins to clap very slowly. It's a golf clap. Weirdo 3 is the one who just died. Weirdo 4 is no
Yes.
longer stunned.
Yeah, he just got out of his stun.
Yep. He still has some fight left in him. He will chase after you, the Undying, and
Is he gonna drop kick me?
actually, yes,
God damn it! I should have said that.
he will jump in the air and drop kick you. He will not just drop kick you once. He will try to do it like rapidly.
The
like
running
little
kick.
kicks. Yeah, one after the other.
Martial arts movie running air kick type thing.
Yep, exactly.
Please, crit fail.
uh,
Ooh, a penny.
1, 2,
Fail.
3.
Miss, hit, miss.
All right,
One hits.
one hit. Let's see. Then it is 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And just to top it off, he will try to stunning strike you.
And that is a con save, right?
Yep. Hmm?
I will spend a key point to have advantage on it.
Okay. You succeed.
I'm not sure 16 would have done it.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I'm standing there trying to look the hero, so I can't
Just suddenly go.
get pummeled.
You can't suddenly do an impersonation of him.
Relgor.
Yep.
Before you see one of these strange monks, and still with his head bowed, with his fist against an open palm, just standing there.
Do you yield? And then I'll, with my free hand, I'll try and snatch his hat out of the air.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check. All right. You slash out with your blade.
By accident.
Yeah. Just by pure instinct. And instead put your sword straight through the straw hat.
Oh, it's a caught it.
The the monk in front of you glances up towards the now broken hat, but you don't see any change of expression on his face. He stands there, lips sealed, still bowing his head.
I'll just hand him his hat.
Okay. Do you like gingerly place it back on his head?
Good fight.
Try to like buff out the clear hole in the middle of it.
At least you can see now.
Ventilation.
He is now a chimney.
Yeah. That is weirdo one. You place your the hat back on. He, as soon as the hat is back on his head, he bows his head further, and you see him slowly start to sink into the water. And as he sinks into the water, he becomes one with the water. You don't see his feet descend beneath the surface. You see him just like spread around and become absorbed by the water.
Yeah, let's not drink this.
And as the very last thing, the hat just stays there, floating.
I kind of want to pick it up and wear it myself now.
Confucius.
Confucius is dying, or his alter ego is slowly dying and withering away with his soul. I'm still standing with that guy.
I mean, you're standing there with the Undying.
Yeah.
And that other dude.
Yeah, and the other dude. The one that you were fighting is now on the ground dead.
Yeah. I'll just look towards the Undying and just... If you think that I'm gonna tank you like a normal person, you can think again. But I do appreciate I do appreciate the sign of happiness and compassion towards me, not killing me outright. It is much obliged. Thank you. Come again.
And that's it.
Goodbye, monetization.
Yeah.
The Undying.
So he's looking pretty bad, isn't he?
The guy that you've been fighting, or
No, Confucius.
Confucius? Yeah,
Probably an
Confucius.
eyeball hanging out in something there now.
You see like clear cracks on his shell.
There's brain matter. Have you seen Paradise PD? It's basically that.
Oh god.
One should always show gratitude.
you just kill me? I mean, actually, that is. He was a douchebag.
Did you seriously just punch Confucius?
Yes.
All right.
I go down.
Alrighty. Confucius.
You just steal his HP.
I will make better use of it than him because I still have a guy behind me. So I'll just punch him and just you see that trickle of life entering my hand. I turn around to the other guy and just leg up, and leg down, up, up.
Whew. 15 doesn't it? 29 does.
It's the up movement. This is the down movement that hits clearly. He sees your balls.
Yeah. He recoils from the sight of my balls.
He just gives you the look when he sees your balls.
I believe we were not finished.
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alright. Weirdo 2 is still standing in the background. Weirdo 4 is... Well... You can probably imagine what's coming. Except... He actually will... As soon as I find the right one. Alright. You see him draw a deep breath. Well, inhale a lot of this smoke. And you see the water around him start to ripple a little bit. And little droplets start rising up into the air. And you feel the pull of chi from within him as he channels it into into his hands as he places them together and slowly draws them to his side and then pushes them towards you again. You see a flash of blue light as a fist of unbroken air tries to crash against you.
Come.
No, this is a Hadouken.
Hadouken!
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
I honestly feel like Confucius is the only one who should be able to use Kamehameha.
Does he accidentally draw in a fart of enlightenment? It's the final thing as he goes, as Confucius goes unconscious, he just...
Actually, as he draws in the breath, he inhales the smoke and then lets the chi flow through him. You... The Undying, you sense... well, you see the flash of light and the ball of concentrated air come crashing straight against you. But as soon as it hits you, the ball dissipates into a puff of harmless smoke with a very nice herbal scent to it.
Is he coughing and wheezing?
A little bit, yeah.
Pull too hard. Pull too hard.
Talk, talk, talk.
All right. Ragor, what you up to?
Exactly.
Yeah. One of them. One
of them. It's actually a really nice flavor.
What are we talking about now?
This. How badly bloodied is the one near the Undying look?
Not quite bloodied yet, but it's definitely getting beaten up.
And what's the other one doing?
The one standing by himself is just golf clapping and admiring this show.
I'll look at the one golf clapping. How far away is the Undying from me?
30, 40-ish feet. It's within your reach, in any case.
Is the one he's fighting faced away from me?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to attempt to silently dash up to him. If possible, to trigger a surprise attack.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Attack on your first
Also-
turn in combat.
Okay.
This isn't the rogue's backstab, or what is it? Sneak attack. It is now.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just straight up go to attack him.
All right. Tag team. All right.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. um. Yeah. You rush at this last combative monk while he is trying to still trying to recover from bad Hadouken. Complete misplay. Twitch chat is screaming at him. And you managed a couple of good hits in there.
I want to go for the back of his knees,
Sure.
just to get him on the ground, if possible.
All right. Roll a 1d1.
Three.
All right. Doesn't do it. While you do cut like the legs, it's not enough to get him to his knees or onto the ground. Anything else?
Hey, Burp Man.
Confucius.
Yes.
How about a death saving throw?
Oh, that's been a while.
Has it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can see you're out of
One
practice.
failure.
That's my turn.
The Undying.
That does not hit. I'm guessing that does not hit. Okay, so you're confirming by being silent. Well, that hits.
That hits.
I'll attempt stunning strike.
All right.
DC 19. Con save, I forgot, yeah.
All right. Fails.
Enjoy your advantage. So, as you hop over and I see you behind him chopping away, I whiff him twice with my leg and then smack him over the face and he starts wobbling and like,
Yeah.
What to take? Yeah, it's my turn.
See, incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly. The slow clapping stops abruptly, and you see in the distance the one monk that hasn't gotten involved in any of this. He removes his hat and places it gently onto the ground, and then unties the robe from around himself and lets it fall to the ground as well. And you see that he is wearing a bright yellow tracksuit with black stripes on the sides.
Fuck this shit, we're out.
And he rolls his hands around for a little, letting out a very strange, high-pitched wheezing noise before he exactly before he strikes a pose and points directly up while looking straight at all of you.
Sweet pecs.
4 is stunned. You see him struggling a lot to do anything, but as he sways around, he manages for just a very brief moment to raise his fist against his open palm. Ragor.
He is behind him.
It's behind him. Do I see this? I'll use the time I have to speak. It looks like this one yields. Should we go for the yellow bastard?
I was
And I'll-
thinking I should help this fella.
I'll just nod and then turn to start heading towards the guy in yellow.
All right. Sure. Confucius.
I know
What's
what to
up with
do.
What's up with that way you're saying my name?
You know what to
crit
do.
fail. Don't crit fail.
You should
Send
totally
throw
crit fail.
options.
Oh,
Crit.
man. Roll a. No, actually, that's a crit, so you jump back up with 1 point.
Somebody hit me in the face. I went down. Last thing I remember was this ugly foul. And that's my turn. No, wait, that's not my turn. I'm gonna just stare at the Undying. Thank you.
That's good.
Come
That's
again.
good. Because he's reaching into his clothing and just takes out a healing potion and offers it to you.
Thank you. Come again.
All right. You are able to chug the potion right now if you so choose.
Gracias.
2d4 plus 2.
I think so.
Oh, I'm dying. Seriously.
Let's see.
5. Do I get any HP when I'm just sitting back up?
1.
1, so you're at 6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's my turn.
All right. The Undying.
Well, the guy behind us is yielded. So yeah, after handing over the potion, I just thumbs up. And he just dashes over to the other guy, the yellow-clothed guy. Can I make it in one dash, or even
Yes,
less?
you can make it in a dash.
So he's more than 80 feet.
Oh man, you have 80 feet?
Yep.
All right, because you have flying speed. With flying speed, yeah, you could reach him without dash.
But I'm guessing handing over the potion was my action.
Think. I mean, you would rummage around for it and then hand it over. So I would say yes in this case.
In that case, I will spend my final key point to enter defensive stance. For
Okay.
the dodge action. As a bonus action.
All right.
So I
And-
just twirl over, spinning like a corkscrew, and then just lands just.
Yeah. Behind you as you leave, the corpse on the ground slowly begins to dissipate, floating up in puffs of ash. The one that just yielded to you sinks through the water, not dissipating into the water, but rather going straight through and into the mud itself. This guy in the yellow tracksuit points towards the sky and looks at all of you approach. And without saying a word, places his fist against his open palm. And then offers his hands out towards you.
I'll only make the gesture and take his hand.
All right.
I'll steal my sword and do the same.
All right. As soon as you grasp his hands, you feel that you are extremely light. You see a mist cloud your visions, and then you see yourselves in a red painted wooden temple with one of those very classic, like Chinese pagoda steeple roofs, and these pillars all around. Straight ahead of you, you see an open passage to what looks like a gravel pit. And you see just over the ledge, you see that there are these fountains on either side, shooting water in arcs towards a like a moat in the middle. So there is an island on the very bottom of the gravel pit. Then there's a moat around it, and then there's a little bit of land before the gravel pit, like heads almost straight up in rocky walls. If you peer over the ledge, you see in the middle of this island there is a small pedestal upon which is a flat disc which shines like metal. But before you head there, Confucius, your friends just touched this dude's hands and were whisked away. They disappeared. Well, when I say friends, you know,
The companions I am with.
they traveled with you for less than a day.
Convenience. Yeah.
One of them knocked you out.
Yeah, one of them punched you in the face, like a true friend.
Well, I saw that they just touched the hand, right, and then just whipped away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll touch the hand.
All right. You are likewise teleported to this temple.
Are they standing in the startup area?
Yes.
Don't
You
think
also
that I
know-
can just run away from me.
You also note that there are very bare bones furniture around. There are a couple of seats around, like a very bare bones couch of sorts, and some tables upon which appear to be some sort of fruit on them. They are a little... How would I describe them? They are about testicle-sized red berries with these little red, like, hairs. Fairly rigid hairs sticking out of them.
I've always wanted to try those in real life.
They're pretty good. If we're talking about the same thing.
Given your description about the size, it was a little mixed matched about what.
Yeah, it can either be a fruit that smells like death, or it can be a really sweet fruit. Depending on the size, really. In the distance, you hear a roar. And you see on the other side of the gravel pit a fairly poorly animated Tyrannosaurus Rex stand up straight. And it stands up on its legs and roars in the general direction of the temple, taking up what seems to be like a ready pose. Like a kung fu ready pose. Sticking one of its tiny hands out towards you. But it does not appear to be outwardly hostile. After just a short moment, it goes back, and you hear the roar again. It's definitely like lurking around, but it's not heading towards the temple.
That's good because I fully intend to take a short rest.
Good.
Same.
And he
Shall
will
we
do
take
so.
a short break as well?
Yes.
Yep.
And the manner of which he's taking the short rest is he tips the chair slightly backwards so that he can sit on the top of it, but it's balancing on two legs. That is trying to keep one leg up, the other leg on the bottom of the chair, and balancing one of those fruits on the top.
Perfect. All right, let's take a 5-minute break.
Might I suggest, Sep, that you spend your hit dice to recover health?
What are hit dice? How many do I have? What dice do I use?
Wow, that's not exactly helpful.
How many do I have?
18.
18.
18.
I think, yeah,
I'm going to spend 6 of them.
Please tell me you did that on purpose.
yeah, we have
What's
had
the plus
that discussion
6?
before.
Jeez.
I take it the +6 is your con modifier.
I'm gonna actually just spend all of them, or 17.
Man.
In that case, it's a 17d8 plus 17. Instead of clicking the button 17 times. Also, remember you get all your key points back.
Yep. It's D8. Let's
I gotta
roll
go find paper.
7.
I'll spend 4 more, I think.
Spend 3 more. Overhealing.
I managed to stay with 3 points under, so that'll do.
Class.
Oh,
Back to 18 key points.
It is fortunate we were able to take a break.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would have had 0 key points.
I was a little liberal with my key points.
You were liberal with your key points?
Well, compared to Sep, I was actually using mine. Right back.
Go on, travel away, princess. Fine. What?
How's it hanging, Sepp?
I don't know what tree figured out is gonna be a rapist and place itself outside my fucking window, but I was raped. I was abused and molested by dandelion sperm or the likes. Something was stuck on the fans on my desk fan. And usually when I stream, I have one little square window up there that doesn't do shit when the door is closed. So I turned that on. And microseconds after that, I had the holy hell of all allergies in my face. Holy crap, that happened fast, dude. It was like the end scene of fucking Marvel. Infinity Wars. This, I have that too, actually. It's good shit.
Pop 2 immediately.
I have popped 2. I'm contemplating popping 2 more, but I'm not going to do that.
Oh man.
Also, be careful about ordering demo goods from Komplett.
What? What? Huh?
They are currently backed up.
They're backed up? Are you?
Yep.
Have you still not gotten your screen? I have still not gotten my not drugs, Chris. I ordered the day after you, or yeah, I think it was the day after you. I ordered a shit ton, and I still haven't gotten it because now the fucking FTC stopped it. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Yeah, why? They've been delivering for so long. Why the fuck would they stop it now? Right after you got it. I'm on that stage where I'm actually hating on the company. If people are asking, hey, how is it going with that? Don't get me started on that fucking shit. This is how it's going, you know?
I might have had a reverse of that.
Wait, power off.
What reverse of that?
I ordered some gun parts from a US site that doesn't ship international.
Yeah.
So I used one of those package forwarding things.
Yeah. In the States?
Turns out you're not allowed to export any gun accessory related item without a proper permit in the States. I did not know that until after I placed the orders.
I see. But
It's left New York.
yeah, I mean, that's like when you're shipping drugs, I have read. If you're shipping stuff that is illegal, say if I'm shipping you a kilo of heroin right now, and I just anonymously dropped the package in some fucking post office or something, right? Your name is on that package. You are the one that's gonna get raided. So the guy that sends it, you know, if it's
No, because they're not illegal in Norway, and also I could have bought them locally. I just didn't find the store.
wow.
I
Sorry,
found the exact same items on a Norwegian website. I could probably have paid half.
what you gonna do?
Also, it's currently it's been processed at East Midlands in Britain.
Oh,
What's that?
oh, really?
So it left the States.
Yeah.
So customs didn't stop it at least.
It's just days
What's that?
from you then. Gun parts. He's
some-
ordered guns of mass destruction in the mail.
No. But it's 3 titanium pins and a metal rod that is supposed to interpose itself on the barrel so it doesn't rattle as much.
Safety stuff.
Also, easy there. I kind of misplaced one of the pins. I need to have all 3 pins in, or the trigger assembly is not properly pinned. But yeah, my monitor from Komplett. I ordered that the 26th. It is still not here. And Komplett is like, yeah, sorry, that's the only part left of our company that is manual labor, and they are currently 4 weeks behind on work, and they have been sent 5 additional people.
I've
Wow.
worked on several of those warehouses. I've not worked at Komplett, but I know the system they use. And seriously, They hate their job. Don't expect it to come
I'm
very
I'm currently working in a warehouse, filling baubles
But
into
have you,
boxes and then boxing them up onto pallets to get shipped out.
what if you drop one of them? Can you drink the gin? No, look at that.
Plastic.
I planted a seed.
They're plastic.
They're plastic. So if
Yeah,
you
but-
were to singe a hole with something hot,
Actually, we have. I'm trying to think. We have a box about this wide, all the way around, like both sides, and about that deep, half full of duds.
that's the boy.
Gotta take the perks you can get.
And just to explain, any of the baubles that don't have the ribbon on them to hang them on the tree are counted as duds, regardless if they're full or empty.
Well then.
Oh, I hope these painkillers start working.
And all of them are full, and the full ones have a double shot of gin in them. So,
All right. Are they ready to continue?
I just thought about how it would be if I was whiskey and I was working there. It wouldn't be good.
gin's actually
What
quite
was
nice
that?
with iron brew.
What was that just now?
No, nothing. So, are you finished with your short rest?
I am, at least.
Yep, same.
All right. So, you reconvene at the ledge overlooking the gravel pit, and in the middle, the little pedestal.
How much of an inclination down there is it?
It is actually almost sheer cliff down.
I'm going to dive bomb in there.
Sure.
I want to just look at whatever Sep's character's name is that I've completely forgotten right now.
Confucius.
You know, it's on my left monitor. I can see the name. I just didn't want to read it. I just turn, look at him, nod, and just and run down the sheer face. I don't even put my arms out. I just run down it with my hands at my side. One hand on the sword.
All right. Let's see. But you.
Oh, we actually have
Um,
to this
And
side.
Confucius just drops and rolls down the hill.
It's like he just jumps up, does this cannonball thing where he just retracts his arms and legs and head and then just slides.
just slides.
All right.
I almost kind of wish I could have just read Confucius down it.
Well, he could have. Coulda,
Yeah.
shoulda, woulda. The dinosaur roars again and emerges on the far side of the pit. But instead of jumping down
Here.
and engaging you in, you see the T-Rex knock over what looks to be like a small lever, and a small like latch opens on the ground right here.
Ah, good guess.
A metal cage rises up from the depths of the ground, and from within you see a douchebag of a man as the cage opens, and you see before you Martin Shkreli.
Oh no.
You will not take my album. He whines. And you see him put both hands in both hands in fists, and then start screaming towards the sky as this yellow fiery aura envelops him, and his dark hair becomes spiky and golden, and the dust all around him begins to quiver and rise up.
Oh no, he have ascended.
This isn't even my final form.
Is he only SS1?
Yes.
He's only got like 50 more to go.
Yep. And the god tears after that.
Yeah.
It's over 9,000.
Shall we roll initiative?
Yes. Roll initiative.
Whoop whoop. Every time. 20 van! The inner circle is the bottom, I'm assuming.
Yes. The first red line marks where the water starts. It reaches, what is that? About 10 feet wide. And then the rest of this is the central island upon which the pedestal and the metal disc is. Alright, this guy is... Man.
Why do you keep rolling the same initiative as me, Seb?
Sure, he's just not using your sheet.
Alright. Well, Ragor goes first.
Oh, come.
Actually, can I find...
How far away is this guy?
You
Too
can't
far away.
take me!
Okay. As I reach about 2/3 of the way down, I want to push off the wall to clear the water.
Yep.
And then land. I'm assuming you've landed, Cash?
Depends on how early the initiative was.
I'll try and why did I move wrong thing? Push off the wall, and I'll try and land where I'm estimating where the Undying's going to land. Like run to where I think he's going to land, and
Sure.
stand like slightly to the right.
Alright.
With my sword drawn,
Yep.
holding the.
Okay. Did you want to prepare any action?
Prepare and attack.
Okay.
Hence the sword drawn in the ready stance.
Alright. Hold on. I just found what I was looking for. I will put this playing on loop if I can.
Shaolin shadow boxing and the Wu-Tang sword style. If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous.
There we go.
Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
So this asshole in front of you will head straight for you, Relgor.
Okay.
He
So far,
actually
really
like
just-
hovers about 2
Just
feet off the ground, straight for
Okay.
you.
My preferred attack should go off when he reaches me.
Yep.
Yeah, well, within 10 feet, so.
Yep. So go for it.
21 per 10.
A 21 will hit. For 10. Yep.
Come.
All right. And you think you can take me?
Aye!
The 8. That's quite the worst hit. All right. Yeah. A 26 and a 19 against you, Ralgor.
The 19 would technically miss, because I made an...
Nope.
No.
It requires
Unarmed.
a sword
Unarmed.
and a fist.
Yeah. 19 hits, as does the 26.
All right. We take
10...
29 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
See. All right. Just to finish off the first 2 blows, it will then open palm, press against your chest. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
A 16. It doesn't do it. You feel this force against your chest,
Far back.
and you are pushed 15 feet. See, you can't take me. I will beat you all. The Undying.
So since I haven't landed yet, and he said something I found interesting at the start, I'm gonna swoop straight to his precious mixtape and take that.
All right.
Swoop straight down to it, take it up in one hand, and then turn and look at him.
Shaolin shadow.
You actually find yourself unable to pick it up.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and
Now that I'm
Wu-Tang
closer, can I see what it is?
Yes, it appears to be a flat metal disc, maybe made out of platinum. And you see small grooves along the entire It's like in a tiny little tight spiral all the way to the middle. And in the middle there is a blank round patch of paper, and in the middle of that there is a hole.
It was his mixtape. So, does it feel like it's stuck or that it's somehow magically held?
You would assume that it is magically held.
Poop on it.
Actually, the patch of paper is not empty. It actually says "Once Upon a Time in Shaolin" on it. However, this guy does turn to look at you as you swoop down and goes, "No, don't take my album.
You're
It's
doing that too good.
mine."
Well, since I failed to pick it up at a glance, I'll just turn around and look at him, take out a vial, and drop it on it. A vial of acid.
Oh god, you're worse than him. Alright. Roll a 1d100. Alright. The acid, or the vial shatters. The contents spill. But there appears to be some sort of a coating over it, perhaps magical, shielding it from damage. No, you fool!
Right, I'll spend a key point to enter the dodge action. Standing there, hearing the sizzling behind me, it just...
Sure.
Or
Confucius.
standing on top of whatever this raised podium is.
Yeah.
I have the high ground.
I do have the high ground.
So, Anakin.
Let's see. Have you heard the phrase "Conchi tu madre"? It's not a good phrase. It's not very nice.
I thought you were Indian.
Yes. What is this horrible music or sound? Oh, you know what? I can't do it with my nose plugged up. What is this racket? So we are basically just trying to stop the fucking record? That's what's going on. We're trying
No.
to stop
The
the...
record
No.
is not playing.
The Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could
We're
be
trying to beat the snot out of that scummy looking guy.
He is a
Yeah.
scummy looking guy. Well, we're gonna just do the old fisticuffs. Oh god. I hope you got your mother on speed dial. Because here comes the pain. Oh god, it gets worse.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Ah,
All right.
I spent one key point. Yeah, that was a weird cough. I think I'm actually dying. Literally.
Wow. Well then.
The hell?
Sep,
Yeah.
you have those hand-sized, like, tiny towels that cover your hand? Fuck, they're called again.
Tissues?
No, not tissue.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's literally just a folded over. It's a mitten.
Never
Wash
heard of it.
mitten, washcloth. You don't use that in your shower?
No, sounds like a condom. A douche.
No. Well,
No, it's a handcloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
Have one
mean.
of those, yeah.
yeah. Go get cold water on it. And of course, wring it out and then just breathe through it.
I demand no. I will just sit here and die, and if I die on stream, well, that is just viewers in the
That-
aftermath.
Just take a towel, like something that you use to dry dishes with. Put it over your face, and have your better half pour cold water over it while you lean your head back.
That sounds like a brilliant idea, actually. Oh, Dungeon Shifu, we should definitely look into that.
Relgor, it's your turn.
I am going to return to this asshole.
That's not nice.
That's a hit.
Yep.
Spend a key point.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Alright. Let's see. Mm-mm. Well, it succeeds.
Second attack.
18 is a miss.
That on.
5 is a hit.
That on. And then another key point.
18 is a miss.
Another one. Or that.
That's the
Don't
extra
forget
attacks.
you can force a hit if you miss.
And with an accuracy, I'll force one of them to. It's that roll, you can re-roll it, which is the.
Shaolin shadowboxing. And the Wu-Tang sword style.
Yeah.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang...
So-
I'll roll a long sword.
Your Wu-Tang sword
18.
Alright.
I'll roll that again.
Yep.
For the
9.
8.
Oh.
I'll just take the initial damage. Just the re-roll the hit.
Okay. Cool. You did some damage to this guy.
Woohoo!
And you see his eyes puff up. Almost like he's about to cry. But then he doesn't. He...
Instead,
Well,
it raises the price of cancer medicine.
move here. Alright. He will be taking attacks of opportunity from both Relgor and Confucius.
Okay. I'll roll the attack. 24.
And hit.
And a hit.
Yep. Doing good damage. He will hook both of his hands together, bring them to his side, and go, "You will not take my out." fires off a 90-foot long blast in a straight line, trying to hit all three of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Remember, you can spend a key point to reroll.
Oh. Spend a key point to reroll it.
Holy crap. Alright. So all of you will take half damage.
Nope.
Nope, no damage.
Yeah, no damage. Mm,
He's just all like, I'm a fire on my laser.
Yep.
And we're just like, sunbathing.
Alright. After the blast rocks straight past all of you, as you deftly move away, you just hear a long whine from this guy. The Undying. Tis your turn.
Is his back against the wall?
No,
On edge.
this is the water.
Oh, well, I'll swoop on over to there. And I will apply fisticuffs. And I will attempt the stunning strike.
Shaolin Shadow.
Alright,
The Wu-Tang sword style. If what you say is true,
it's a hit.
the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
Does he succeed? Constitution saving throw?
Just gotta check his saving throw modifier. He does. He succeeds.
Doesn't half succeed.
The pummeling shall commence. I will also spend a key point to get a secondary bonus attack.
Okay. Uh, 16 is missed. 30 and crit will hit for a total of 19. All right. Nothing else. Confucius.
Yes. I'm still alive.
You sure?
I don't know. I'm not sure of anything anymore. The dimensions are blurry. Oh, the cow just told me that I'm good though. Okay. You will go down with this next one. No, it doesn't sound good when my nose is clogged. Holy crap! Take the
Nine.
damage. Take it. Take it like the little peach you are.
Take a damage.
Take it all the way.
Take a damage.
Like the little peach you are.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna spend a key point.
For what?
Take it.
Take a damage. They
Uh,
durkadur.
Dirk. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, he will make a strike against the Undying. Just a normal punch. For 32.
I'm not sure. That might hit.
That just might. If I'm lucky. See. No, that's not the one. Yep, there it is. Or 12 bludgeoning damage.
There we go.
Relgor.
Boop.
And 17 is miss. 20 is a hit.
Stunning strike.
Sure.
17 DC. It's plus 11 for you. So you don't have to check again.
23.
It succeeds.
There's a crit again.
19.
19 is a hit as well.
That one.
Shaolin shadow boxing.
Alright.
And the Wu-Tang sword. If what you say is true,
Relgor,
Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous.
do you
Yep.
mind if I
Wu-Tang sword can
describe how you slay this?
No, never mind. As long as it ends with him splashing into the water somehow, I don't mind.
You see him starting to pump more and more of his chi out to buff himself, and at the same time he lets out this whiny scream. No, you will not take my elbow. You lift your sword up over your head, and then with both hands on the hilt, you bring the pommel down over top of his head with such force that you hear a crack from his collarbone and see his head sink into his rib cage with a horrifying squelch. And you hear from inside the rib cage, "No, this wasn't even my arm," as he then topples backwards into the water. And
I'll
then
just use the
fumble-
second
and
armor to just kick him into the water.
Sure. He fumbles around in the water for a moment in his death throes. You notice now that the water is only about ankle deep. So he makes for a very pathetic sight, just like splashing around.
And thus, Relgor got a hard-on for the first collarbone infraction.
And here we have come full circle because Sepp is playing a character that can literally do it on command.
Yes, I do it actually all the time.
I have a out of this session thing. What weapon was actually used?
Back then,
Yeah.
it was a mace, I think.
Yeah.
You haven't selected all 5 of your martial weapons.
Exactly.
Alright, you are out of initiative.
I'm just gonna-
Fight.
I'm just gonna look at it like, you know, that would work a lot better if I'd been using something a little heavier.
Perhaps try till someone a bit shorter.
You can hear this. You're not trying it or me.
You'll be fine. You spring right back up. It's natural for you.
You just see this bird coming up from the hole. From the neck hole for some reason.
Does anything
Strange
happen to the
looking bird.
mixtape?
Huh?
Does anything happen
Not
to the mixtape?
not outwardly. Do you wish to go check it?
Well, I mean, he's terrified of us taking it, so clearly we must take it. That's the solution.
Mm-hmm.
As you gather round this pedestal,
Wow.
You- you see that the shields that were there keeping the album safe and sound and untouched have faded. And as you gather around, you see the man in white with the long white beard appear again, standing right here. And he strokes his long beard and flicks it up over his shoulder and says, "You have done well. You have removed a bane from this existence. Well done. The reward is yours."
Thank you.
I just looked at the map.
He then strokes his beard back, smooths down again.
Is he wearing one of those hats?
No. He then
Poke it.
sure sure. He tosses something on the ground, and there's this puff of smoke, and you see him jump up straight into the skies again until he's a tiny dot, and then there's a flash of light. Ding!
I'll poke the mixtape and like, this is not the secrets of undeath and the undying lily.
Oh, it's so much better.
Speaking of which, I want to flip it around and see if there's something on the back.
All
You
right.
sides and rarities.
Yeah.
You can play it backwards at half speed.
You have discovered the B-side.
But it's inferior to the A side.
Well, we won't know until someone actually does this and releases the goddamn album.
So I see a problem here. There is one mixtape and there's 3 of us.
What are you talking about? Of course he's gonna go to the one that has a home on his body.
I was thinking we could just break it in 3.
And that also work. I don't have a record player.
Probably if I need to find some gnomish engineer to make it.
Probably. Although, this is platinum, right? Whoa, what the fuck was that? Right? That's a
Wow.
Whoa, that was a stretch. This is platinum.
Wow.
Is it not?
This is platinum, right?
Aye. It's a
Aye.
fucking multi-schizophrenia. You see, that little cunt over there, Relgo, he made my little window, my picture frame, fall from the wall inside of my shell. Now I could have a platinum album hanging on top of my shell, inside of my tummy. I vote, I get it. Who
I
votes
vote-
for that?
I vote we split it in 3. Pull my sword out and just whack it with a sword.
God damn it.
But if you do that, it splits.
Into
No,
many more.
I'll just cut once, and then I'll just not all the way through the center, just to the center. That makes sense.
Yes, 3 times
so
for a
the
perfect pie
Triforce
chart.
Yeah.
So the Triforce was made. Next one
I
shot,
hate it.
we must unite all the pieces.
Yeah.
And so, when all 3 pieces are joined, you get the abilities of Kensai, a drunken master, and whatever Kesh's character is.
When you put all 3 pieces together, you may listen to superior music for about an hour and a half.
And that in itself is reward enough.
Exactly.
Every year, we all gather together. Just put the pieces back together.
Yeah.
Listen to
And
it for an hour.
every time everyone has forgotten to have a record player made. So then you just split it back up again.
After the voting for Confucius to have it inside of his shell.
He's still adamant for many, many, many years.
It has been
Yeah.
72 years. I want it inside of me now.
Well, guys, there's only one thing that needs to be done.
PvP. Perfect.
Oh my god. Oh man, so much nostalgia in this episode.
You know, if it wasn't for all the DRM'd music on this, that would be copyrighted to fuck, this would make one epic VOD.
Yes, it would.
This is still going to be a VOD. We're just not gonna put
Have any
ads
sound.
on it.
It literally won't have any sound on Twitch.
On
At
Twitch,
all.
yeah.
That's why you upload
But on
it
YouTube,
to
you can basically play whatever the fuck you want now, right? The only difference is that the
I mean,
the author.
I mean,
gets the
at
money.
this point, Square Enix, Wu-Tang Clan, and like who knows how many other people need to.
Square Enix,
right, playing
Wu-Tang
it
Clan,
anyway,
whoever
so-
Sun Kung Fu Fighting.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, this
Um,
is the Jim Sterling operation, and they're just gonna butt heads over and over again about the copyright strikes. So
And
Nothing will
whoever
ever
done
happen.
the orchestral piece you played earlier.
yeah,
Yeah, but you really don't get a strike anymore. I mean, you get a notice,
no, not really.
and then they just send the money straight to the artist.
Yeah,
You literally just get noticed and you just go, I do not monetize this video.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, and that is
Because it's the same shit with Monster Cat.
so you can basically play whatever the fuck you want, right? On YouTube, I can play whichever song I want. I just don't want that.
Considering
movie to
how
be monetized.
popular some of those Beat Saber guys are, they just play constantly DRM music because that's all there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and they don't get taken down. They just get money for the actual artist, whichever
Yeah.
few dollars that is. YouTube is a gathering platform now. It's not. We are still into the. Sorry, I'm dying.
You may now level yourselves up to level 20.
I'm waiting for the moment where these characters just magically appear at some point in a future campaign.
You'll just see the silhouettes on top of a mountain of a bugbear, a crane, and a fucking turtle just standing there in a lotus position.
Like the Charlie's Angels,
Yeah, it's
back
Kung
to
Fu
back.
Panda. There's also a little praying mantis.
I'm waiting on the statue.
In a Shardalon one portal, just walk by.
That would be fucking awesome.
What do you mean I can't have it inside my body?
I have been stretching the hole. I know I can do it. Just take it in sideways. It's okay.
Please come again.
In order to fit it in, we'll still have to break the fucking thing up.
Oh,
It's
God.
okay, you can reassemble it inside.
That's a fucking Russian way to say it. It's
Have you got
okay.
fucking Ardite in your shell?
Get
So
the
this was a blast.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was dying most of the time.
How was it playing? How was it playing monks?
It was interesting.
I love the class.
11 out of
Silent
10 would do again.
I thought
Although-
I might
although-
offer you something very different from the usual, and you got to taste how it is to play level 18 too.
You mean something beyond level, like, 9?
Yeah. I could go a little ridiculous with the encounters too. Not worry about it.
You don't say.
I mean, because I'm still used to playing low-level characters, I still get that slight bit of panic when I see big numbers appear. It's like, fuck! Oh wait, I can take that.
You
I
know,
got
you
2
know,
shots.
this session has been so much fun because it has been pretty much fully improvised.
Yeah. Very chill.
I had like some stuff or ideas that I wanted to string together, but that's about it. Up until the 5-minute break, the final fight was a kung fu fighting Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then I figured that fuck it, it's funnier if it's Martin Shkreli.
A good call.
Yep.
You nailed that voice. You were too good at that.
No, don't take my elbow. It's mine. I
It's
paid
bad
for
that it
it.
actually feels weird for me to use that accent though.
Holy shit. Relgor? That was also a very good voice for Relgor. Kind of
Yeah.
justified the thing that happened to Stangar. At the same time, it provided a lot of comedic value.
And there's backstory.
Yeah. The fucking
And
origin
now
story.
another completely unlikable character has succumbed to Relgor. I mean, what?
Oh.
So, any other thoughts about this session? It was a pretty fun one shot.
I don't know.
I think maybe every like 4 or 5 weeks we just run a random one shot would be a good idea. Just to break things up a bit.
We waste enough time on the main campaign as it is.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much relegated one shots to whenever at least 2 people are missing.
Yeah.
Mm. I have a feeling that Liam might hate not being involved in this.
Yeah.
Although I am not sure if he would get all the references either.
No. I don't think Torm would either.
Torm was actually, he was quite enjoying like the earlier session,
Yeah.
what I could tell. Just by chat.
Just by being in chat, because he
Yeah.
enjoyed the fact that he was in chat instead of sitting on the screen.
Yeah.
He pointed that out. Like, how does it feel that I'm in chat now? It's cool, Torm. It's cool. Damn
And
set
the
out.
overlays are pretty nice, considering I whipped them up in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Graphic design classes, man.
Mine?
It did absolutely nothing for this.
No, because it looks like you have templated the frames, right? That was from a different project file.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's basically just
Yeah,
a
the
background.
frames are the ones that I've had templated since Nightstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, the pen tool, am I right? Me and
Fucking
Theo has
pen
had
tool.
so many discussions now. Holy crap.
I have that tomorrow.
But it is
What? Learn to use the
Satisfying.
pen tool.
Yeah, we have 6 hours of
pen tooling. Oh.
Illustrator.
Oh, fun fact.
We-
I. There we go.
I was just going to say that we don't actually use the pen tool quite as much anymore.
Holy fuck.
it's still a lot, but we're getting out of it slowly. After 4 weeks.
That's what I was gonna say. I literally last night when I was spent like 4 hours cleaning after work. I learned that the graphics tablet I've got comes with spare nibs.
Ouch.
I've had that thing almost 2 years.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Wait, actually, I think I have... Hey!
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Yours comes with a stand. Do you want to know where the spare nibs are for mine? In there!
Oh, that's just fucking cheating.
Like, this is why I didn't realize they were here. Because I didn't realize that came off.
How did you come to realize that comes off?
I knocked it off the top of my computer when I was cleaning.
I see. Because I have a friend that asks me all the time if I can do graphics design for him. Or just work in Photoshop or whatever. Because he had a problem in his Photoshop session on his Mac, which he then taught to fly from the second story, which then hit the pavement and then broke. I was just, maybe you had one of those.
Nah. I actually have a PC. Not an overly priced bookstop.
Oh god, we have to close off the stream. I have to die. And also I'm getting up in like 5 hours.
Well then.
7 for me. Yay.
It's
I
awesome.
also have to move a toddler. I have to move the one who shed her human form earlier to her own bed.
No, yeah, it took a while until my brain processed that. Say
Now
goodbye
I
to the
need to go
stream.
make some. Goodbye, stream.
Nice. Fucking hell.
Banterall crew would like to thank everyone that has been here supporting the stream, for watching, for subscribing, for hosting, for following, and just simply being here. We really appreciate you. Until next time, Tuesday, as always, goodbye.